So the Houston Texans decided to fire Gary Kubiak, and the timing was precise because the Texans lost 10 straight games. Owner Bob McNair knew a change was needed and took affirmative action. Well, Gary Kubiak did a tremendous job the past two seasons, getting the Texans two divisional wins, two divisional round appearances. So you win the AFC South 2 years in a row, you lose the Ravens and the Patriots. When those teams lose in the AFC title game, so Kubiak's gone, but the way the front office handled the quarterback situation, it's just Matt Schaub hasn't delivered, Case Keenum hasn't delivered, and he said Case will get an opportunity to keep the job. The Texans are pretty certain they want to get a quarterback in the draft, but they can't say that right now because it's because of social etiquette, and I think that's bull crap. The Texans know they want to go in that direction, get a new quarterback in the draft, and just rebuild. They should just take Teddy Bridgewater, or they could take David Carr's little brother, Derek Carr. I mocked him to the Texans as a mock draft, as a joke, because mock drafts, well, it's a mock draft, and you're supposed to have fun with it. So I think that I'll probably put Bridgewater back at number one in my next mock, but I just wanted to have fun with my current mock draft, and it's just the Texans have a lot of problems right now. They don't know if Whitney Mercilus and Brooks Reed can be the long-term pass rushers. There's issues on defense at nose tackle and safety. But the rest of the offense is in check. They just need to get a quarterback. They have the corners in Joseph and Kareem Jackson. You don't want to go into too much detail about mentioning the players, but most of the elements for a contender-like team are there in Houston. They just need the quarterback. The guy I would recommend to be the new Texans head coach is Todd Bowles. He's done an outstanding job in Arizona as the Cardinals defensive coordinator. He's helped the Cardinals improve their pass rush tremendously. They've got guys like Carlos Dansby, Darrell Washington, Darnell Dockett, Dan Williams, Calais Campbell, Patrick Peterson's the corner. The secondary does have a few holes now and then, but it's like they've gotten a lot better at coverage, and Patrick Peterson's stepping up. He's leading by example. So I would get Todd Bowles, the Cardinals' current defensive coordinator, and I try to get him to be the Texans' new head coach because the Cardinals run a 3-4 defense just like the Houston Texans. And if you're currently running a 3-4, you need to get another guy that knows the exact same system that you run, and it's a defensive-minded guy. Because you can just draft the quarterback, and the offense will perform at a high level if you get a quarterback through the draft and you keep your current supporting cast of offensive players. But I just get the feeling the Texans are going to release one or two of the key players that they have, and it's going to backfire. You've got Arian Foster and Ben Tate, who will be at full health next season. You'll have DeAndre Hopkins with a year of experience, plus Andre Johnson. Owen Daniels will be back at full health, along with Garrett Graham. So injuries on offense have affected this team, as well as the way the quarterback situation's been. So I think the Texans will be better next season. They'll get Todd Bowles. He'll come in. He'll do a good job. He'll fix the defense. They'll draft a quarterback. And before you know it, Texans will be back up on their feet, and maybe they'll contend to make the playoffs. Because this team has more strengths than weaknesses. But they hit a huge red flag at quarterback this year, and Arian Foster got injured. Owen Daniels is out for some games. Dwayne Bowe was horrible against the Ravens. He was injured that week. And everything and anything that could have gone wrong offensively for the Texans did. So the Texans will fire Kubiak. They'll bring in a new guy, and the new guy will turn the team around. I think that's what's going to happen with the Houston Texans.